Welcome to Volleyball in Perspective. I'm Scott Harris, your host, and my guest is Andrea Gardini. He is a member of the Italian international volleyball team, or at least until recently, but you're going to learn more about that. But more recently, we should commend him because he is a 2007 Enshrined member of the class into the Volleyball Hall of Fame here in Holyoke, Mass. Welcome, and how are you?
Thank you.
So, a lot of great stories in your career, which, as I had just alluded to, wrapped up fairly recently. Let's talk about how you got your start in the game of volleyball.
I've started to volleyball very young for my physical condition because I became great so quickly, and so the doctor said to me, try some sports can be good for you, and so I started to play volleyball. And after I played volleyball for all my life until 4 years ago. And all the times I'm remaining in national team and playing many years in national team because in my opinion the national team, the t-shirts, Italian t-shirts is very important. It's not on my t-shirts, it's on my skin.
That's good. Now, let me make sure I understand. When you said you got great so quickly, did you mean tall?
Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's okay. The hand gesture kind of gave me that sign.
Because when I was young, in the first years, I became tall very quickly, in a few years. And so the doctor said, okay, you must make something. Sports is good for you. Choice, swimming, volleyball, basketball. I try volleyball because it's more difficult for me. And so okay, I play volleyball.
Okay, now, because you said it was difficult, I almost want to know how old you were to wonder why would you take on such a challenge at that age. So how old were you?
In this moment?
Well, no, but just when they said, you know, because you looked like you were going to grow and be a big man, that when you were young, they said you better find a sport. Yeah. So how old were you at that point?
I chose volleyball at 12 years old.
And just surprisingly for a 12-year-old, I mean, if you know 12-year-olds, they're usually looking for an easier road to travel.
Yeah.
Why would you take on such a challenging sport for yourself?
I don't understand, sorry.
Unless I'm misunderstanding when you said you took on what was a challenge rather than something that may have been easy.
Yeah.
Is there a sport you could have played that would have been easier for you than volleyball?
Yes, basketball.
Okay.
It's more easy for me because I have tried. I have tried to swim. It's beautiful, more easy for me. Volleyball is normal. It's difficult when you start to play volleyball because you don't have time. The ball go down, and you must something must teach you immediately what you must do, and you need many times for have your perfect condition for play. And so when you start, you say, okay, volleyball is very difficult to start because the ball go down and all is finished. You play basketball, you have time. You play football, soccer, you have time. But with volleyball, you don't have time. And so it's very difficult to start. But after is so beautiful, I think.
Obviously, you've had many rewards from that. Amidst the World Championships, Olympic competition, is there a great moment that you can share? Maybe a comeback win, maybe a big kill, a big block.
But I remember only one moment really beautiful for me and for all my team because it is the last ball of Europe World Championship in 1990 in Brazil, the first championship we win because after we win the 2 World Championship. It's the first one and is so beautiful because we always say all our team together if 2 years ago, some people have said to us, you become world championship, you say, you are crazy. You don't understand nothing about volleyball. But it's arrived. And so it's, for me and for all the team is incredible this time. We remember after the last point, in 1 second, if he sees the television, I am with the referee, with the referee, I take referee. I have a party. I want to make a party with the referee in this moment.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's many times ago, but I remember so good.
Now, I think around the world, not to live in Italy, Yeah. We see the Italians probably as soccer being the sport that we know them for best. How well are you provided for, or as your countrymen as a sport, how well is volleyball provided for so that you can compete?
All the sports in Italy can't compete with soccer. Soccer is for Italian people is a culture. All the people, all the ladies see soccer, try to play soccer. But volleyball in the next year, after that Italian volleyball team have win so many competition, take many position on the media, on the TV, but it's very difficult because only in the last years we have a big sponsor can help us for this. When we are in national team and we win, it's not possible to go in television so many times like in this moment. So we are working. We are working with the young people. Many young people in the school play volleyball in this moment. And I hope that we can arrive not like a soccer because it's not possible, but near.
Now,
but we need many years ago.
You are getting enshrined in the year 2007. As of 2000, you were still playing volleyball.
Yeah.
What was harder for you, the first year after you stopped playing, or maybe the last year for the time you haven't been playing?
The first year. I think so. It's better. I think that play volleyball, basketball, soccer, every kind of sports, if you can do this like a professional, is the best workers in the world. You stay perfect, you make your sport preferred, you have every kind of possibility. Everything you do after is a problem because you must work, you must make something other, and it is little problem. I work in the sports world, and so it's very beautiful, but playing is the best you can do.
And as far as you being on the Italian national team,
Yeah.
is all that you had to do during that time just volleyball, or did you still have to work other?
No, only play
volleyball.
In national team and in Italian club, because during the summer all the player interesting go with national team, but during the winter we have a Italian championship. All the player go in a different club and play with great sponsor, with a great championship, very important, and so we can only play. We are like a professional.
Certainly.
Not only in club, but also in national team.
Everyone that has a love for their sport, and we're talking volleyball, they'd like it to be on a larger scale. Are there things that you still do in your home country to help grow the sport and the awareness for volleyball?
I not understand, sorry.
Do you, let me see, is there a job maybe that you still have, whether it's personal or from your country, where you go out and you talk to people about volleyball, you try to make them more aware, you try to grow the sport? Do you do things like that?
Yeah, I try to make this. All the guys of our national team become people that persons that the people recognize in Italy, and so all we try. We working. Some people working for the television, some people working for the promotion of volleyball, and we try to improve volleyball more as possible. But it's not so easy.
Now, speaking of not so easy, the world competitions that you participated in, it's a higher level than collegiate, much higher level. Was it hard for your team? How hard did you have to work for those gold medals, for those world championships?
It's hard work always, because it's very difficult to win. To participate is not so difficult. Win only one win. And we have always worked very strong. We have always win with a great difficulty. Not easy, nothing. Never is easy to win. We have make more. We must improve us, and every win is become very difficult for us. But I think it's normal this one.
Now, talent level, ability is a big part of volleyball.
Yeah.
But sometimes there's the mental aspects, like personalities and egos. As you became more of a veteran, as you spent more years in volleyball, Are there things you had to do to get the younger players who were just coming in to kind of measure up?
I think the young player have a good physical condition, and he can make can play great level, but high level, but not so with all great level. We can play high level, not with continue. We can make many problems. You need also experience, and so when you arrive around 25 years, between 25 to 22 years, 30,
sure.
you can have the best condition for go to the top level, because you have also good physical condition, and start to have the mental condition, strong condition for improve to the top level. After the physical little go down, starting to go down, and you have many experience, so you can try to resolve some problem. But when you don't have the physical quality, after is many difficult.
Is there advice that you have for younger volleyball players to help them improve? Meet their potential?
I don't. If I have understand the question, is I think that I can say to the young people something about volleyball. He say, try and try again, because if you see a big match of volleyball in television, you see, okay, it's a beautiful sport, but it's not so difficult. But when you try, I repeat, it's very difficult. And you must try. You practice many times, and after you have many results. But it is one of the sports where you need many practice and many times for have the technical condition for play high level, or also good level. Depends, but always you make practice.
I've talked with competitors in all kinds of sport, but in volleyball, do you ever find where you fear an opponent so much that it affects your ability to play?
Oh, no, it's not so. Not for me. Generally, if the big match or big team versus us, I hope always, okay, I have difficult. I hope that it was a great match, but in this moment I can do the best. And so the fear is normal for the play high level. You must stay with the fear. All the people when try a big match have fear, but the fear can go a good company, but can go a bad company. You must work with them.
Certainly.
If you have fear, okay, this is a great match. Today I play a great match, and so. But if the fear is I have fear, I can't play because this team is too strong for me. You have finished. You have lose before to start.
I understand. Is there, either as a player or in a team experience, is there just a great memory or a great situation that you can tell me about from your time as a competitor?
If I understand good, it's a situation about my career in national team that I remember.
Yeah, just a special moment, whether it was a great victory, maybe you traveled somewhere to compete and with your teammates. It was just a great time. Can you tell me a great story from your experience as a player? I'm sure there's many, but is there one particular?
Yeah,
I'm sure there's
many. I don't remember. It's many moments, and many moments when all the team had work so good, and many moments in the team work not so good, but I make a personal play very good, and so the team start to play good. But this is available for me, also for other guys of the team. But it's difficult to remember one in particular. There are many.
It's all been very good.
Yeah.
Okay, then this will be easy. You're an Enshrined into the Volleyball Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
How does that feel, and what does that mean?
I feel it's very good, because a great honor for me. I have said in Italian television and Italian newspapers that I going in Holyoke, where is the story of our sports. and I want to see I remain in the hall of volleyball. So it's a great honor for me. It's strange because generally I think in my opinion, when you go when you become a monument, say, because you are dead. I alive in this moment. I am not dead.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, but it's so particular.
I understand.
But it's a great honor. I'm sure. I'm also sure that that this honor is for me, but for all my team, because our sports is a team sports. I can make nothing without my friends, my company, and so in this moment I am here, representing all my national team, because in all our career we have make with the group of people is our force. We are strong because our team is very strong. Yeah, all the people is strong, but together we are many strong.
Now, you are no longer playing on the same level of competition that you were internationally, but what are you still doing today that's tied to volleyball? Are you instructing, mentoring?
In this moment I am working like a sport director for an Italian club. In last 3 years I am working in Modena. Pallavolo Modena is one of the oldest club in Italy with great tradition. I make the sports directors, and now I'm working in Milano, and like a sport directors. I hope that is a beautiful work because you can help players, young players and not young players, to arrive the top level. But I understand that I can make more for volleyball if I teach volleyball. Yes. To the guys. I think that in next years I try to start to teach volleyball, to coach, if possible, a good team, but I think that also working with the young guys is so beautiful.
For where you are now, having accomplished this great honor, I think it's easy for people to listen to your words and be able to say, you know, I can listen to him because he's a great player. What would you tell young kids, athletes, about making sure that they're, you know, active, focusing on sports? Is there something you could say to encourage kids to participate in sports? Because you know, there's so many distractions. We were talking about kids who are on the internet and
I
telephones.
think that you must, every people must take the kids and bring him and put him to make sports, every kind of sports, because if he start to sports is so beautiful, he can't coming back to sit and play in video games or computers, because play with a ball or swimming or running, everything, track and field, is always so beautiful. And if the kids start, never stop, because you must only find the correct sport for the kids. Because some kids prefer going to swimming, some kids prefer going to soccer, but all the kids have the sports inside. We must only help him to make this, not only stay, eat, drink, and play. It's not.
Be active.
Yeah,
have to be active.
Always. I have 2 kids, and my kids play volleyball, soccer, but going out.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Everyone, Italian World Volleyball Champion and Holyoke Volleyball Hall of Fame. In fact, it is the International Volleyball Hall of Fame. We should give it that credit. It's just based here in Holyoke, Massachusetts, and one of its newest enshrinees, Andrea Gardini. Everybody, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank
and again,
you too.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.